What's up, crypto nuts? I hope all is well for you today in the cryptoverse. What you see before you is the daily chart coming down from the very top here, the all-time high. This is USD BTC pairing on Phemex. These numbers could be a little different where you're at. 69,100 all-time high. You can see it coming down into the bear market. This still could be, folks. This still could be a sucker's rally. Now, there's a lot of hype and a lot of hoopla, and it should start brewing up and getting more intense. So it probably won't do that. But I'm thinking, just before I get the video started here, I'm thinking, 20,000 is not out of the ballpark, and then come back up here and get into the range we're back in. I still have a gut feeling that it's coming down, and this is probably a sucker's rally, although it may not bottom back out at 15, 16,000. But I think a run back down is still likely at some point over the next 6 months. That's how it kind of goes with Bitcoin, right? When everyone gets super excited, it kind of dumps. And when everyone gets super scared, it pumps. And I don't really want to make this video about that. So what is that little dot? What is that dot right there? Look at that dot. Get off my board. Let's reset the chart. I didn't want to make it about that. I just want to show what's been going on here. My last video, folks, was here. I haven't been making a lot of videos because we're just kind of in this bear market. We're kind of in this range between 32 and 25. It's just kind of going to do this for a while. It could run up to 31, 32. It could dive down to 15, 16. But in between there somewhere is maybe just where it stays for, the 6 months, and then it runs up to over 100,000 on the next halving. But what I want to show right now is my last video was here. I made right here. You can see I have these. Let's turn the magnet off. There we go. Okay, right there was my last video. That candle right there on May 7th, daily candle. And I said, it's going to take the high road or the low road. I have these channels here. I was debating whether it turned into a megaphone. It did not run up to the top here at the yellow line. In that video, I wanted to say, I believe it's going to dump down to about 25,000. I didn't come out and say it because it's a bad feeling when I make a video and I turn out to be wrong. But it did that. It came down to 25,800. Rebounded back up. It has chosen the low road, this descending parallel channel. You can see I have smaller channels drawn in. Some are on the candle bodies. Some are on the wicks. What I want to show you is my last video. I talked about this is yellow line. Where do I get this yellow line? Here. Back in May of 2022. Actually, almost a year ago to the day. I didn't really realize it was a year ago to the day, this range. But there it is. This is the range I have marked off here. The yellow on top, the two whites on the bottom. You can see the white line here, 27,850 has been very popular recently. And then 25,330. I do believe we're going to come touch this at some point. You can see that right there, the wick into that range. That's what I'm looking at. That's all I'm doing. So I just want to show some things. You can see a couple green trades I have set here. I wanted to make a video 3 days ago when I saw if I could control my cursor. Up here at the top, when I saw it come to the top of this channel. Now this descending parallel channel is over time going to be a bullish breakout. At some point, Bitcoin will pop up out of this channel, and it should be about a $3,000 target. When that comes, no one knows. While it's in the channel, it's very bearish. I don't expect it to break up anytime soon, although it could. What I want to get to the point here is up here. When I saw it hit here, I wanted to make a video. I'll say it's a great time to short, but I didn't because I didn't want to be wrong. And I was going to say it's probably going to come down and hit the center line of this big channel here. Just ignore the little channels I have drawn in there. The center line here, I was going to say it's probably going to come down and hit there. And it almost did it just a few hours ago. Didn't come down all the way, but you can see I have a trade set at 26,404. And another trade, these are buys at 24,881, which would be the bottom of that channel if it came down there in the next couple of days. You can see what happened the previous two times it hit the top of this channel. What happens? It dives all the way to the bottom. Well, here it dove down to the kind of the middle, and then but here and dives down to the bottom. So I'm thinking it's probably going to come down a little more. Maybe it doesn't. You know, maybe it bounces off this middle, and there's some great news story, some hood, right? And maybe it bumps up to 31,000. That could happen because the target for this channel, a breakout to the top, is $3,000 almost exactly. So if it broke out from the top here in the next couple of days, that would put it at 30,800, which is also the previous local high, give or take $100, $200. That lines up pretty good. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but that could. Also, what could happen is if Bitcoin were to come down here and get below 25,330, this white horizontal line, which I'm thinking it could do. It could just be a wicky wick, right? A wick down to the bottom. You see how this last one did that here? Let me zoom in a little. I'll try not to edit this video too much. Get it out quicker. The wick here. See this guy here? It was a fast guy. He came right back up. I'm thinking that, flash crash could be likely. And then it comes back up above the 25,000. And then it's just kind of on its merry way and, comes back up to the top. I don't know for sure, but I just wanted to show you what's going on. And my gut just tells me that there'll be something, some FUD or something that'll happen. And I think Bitcoin this summer probably comes down to 20,000. Main thing I want to do is get you interested so you can do your own analysis. These channels work really well for me. You can see where I've got them drawn in. I don't want to go into detail and bore people, but if Bitcoin were to dump, I just want to go back in time over the last year after it came out of that. See where it came out of this range that we're in now, back here a year ago when it came out and 25,000 turned into resistance. See that? I want to show you the ranges. See, in between 27,850 and 25,330, there's not a lot of history. In between the white lines, there's really no history except for back in April, end of March. So that's kind of 26,600. It's kind of where we just bounced just now. So that's really the only real history to go off of. But if it goes below 25,000, I want to show you where it might bounce. One spot I would look at is about 24,000. Now look at my dotted line going across. See why I'm doing that. See where the resistance points are going through time all the way back to last June, which is about 12 months. That works out pretty good, interestingly. And then just go through time. See my line. See where I'm stopping my line. Go to the left there and see how that's resistance at multiple spots. 22,700. You see that? See where that's hitting? That would be a likely bounce spot. And then you go down further and go back through time and see that right there, the 21,600. Now these numbers could be a little different sites, different pairs. 21,600 is a candidate for a bounce. You see why? Go back through time. Here is support. Here is resistance. Here is resistance. Here is resistance. Here is resistance. So that's likely a major battleground, for lack of a better term. And then so go back down. Another one would be, say, here at about magically 20,000. See that? I wasn't looking at the price. I'm just looking back in time. See where it's bounced the support here. 20,000 support here, and then a wide range of kind of, you know, resistance in that area. It's not perfect. 20,000 area, you know, 20,200 to 19,700 at ballpark, and then of course another here at 17,950, called 18,000. Go back through time, see how it's support many times, resistance here, support all through here, and then below 18,000 is the bottom of the bear market we're in, which is 15,600, give or take, to 17,500, but this $2,000 range here. I don't know if it comes down that low. I do think 20,000, we will bounce off of it at some point. Still, could be wrong. Maybe it doesn't. That's why dollar cost averaging is a great philosophy, is a great strategy, particularly right now, and it's exactly where we're at in this cycle, the Bitcoin halving cycles. We're going to, the hype and the hoopla is going to be intense. And if you think these pumps and dumps, if you're new to Bitcoin and if you think these pumps and dumps are exciting, then just just wait. Just wait. If you haven't experienced a halving cycle pump, tighten your belt, because it's gonna be a lot of fun, and there's gonna be major corrections that'll catch you off guard. So maybe I can help with that. But this video is getting too long. I just want to show what's going on. I do think this is probably coming down a touch lower to 26,400, maybe a little lower. Could be 25,800 again. And see, it's wicked down there twice, the 25,800, 900 area. I wouldn't be surprised if we touch 25,330. And you can see, like I said, I get undisciplined sometimes. So with these trades, if they fill and Bitcoin dumps all the way down to 20,000, I'll just let them run. And at 20,000, I'll just buy more. That's what this account is going to be. It's kind of a swing trade. Or I might take a big profit and get out in 24 hours, whatever happens. It's situational. But I'm okay with these trades being a 5-month swing trade, maybe a 16-month legendary trade, right, that I work myself way into. And I'm okay, 8 hours from now, if there's a flash crash, I'm okay with taking a profit and getting out and doing something different. I highly suggest that you look at where I got these channels drawn. My last video, like I said, was back here on May 8th. And I said it's going to either take the ascending channel up and bounce up and down in it, or it's going to take the descending channel down and bounce up and down in it. And that's, I didn't want to be biased. I was leaning towards the bottom one, but you can see how see how it came down and bounced off the bottom, it bounced off the top, and now it's going to bounce somewhere. I'm looking at the middle line. There's a secondary channels in here. You can see this one going down. This could be, you can see how popular of a support this has been since basically since my last video, since May 9th. Look at that. See that? See how potent of a support that is? This diagonal or this trend line going down here. See that? Don't be surprised if it comes down to there. In the next couple of days, 3-4 days from now, this line is 25,500, which is also the white horizontal line. Don't be surprised if that happens. But either way, this descending channel down is, over time, is going to be a very bullish breakout at some point. And blabbity blabbity blab. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.